Got a minute? That's really not an intelligent question, because if you are viewing this video, you have a minute. So the question is not whether you have a minute, rather, what are you doing with it? The real meaning behind the question is, do you have a minute to spare? You no doubt heard the many old sayings related to time. Time flies when you're having fun. Time is money. Time waits for no man, etc. What I find interesting about these and the many others is that they're all true. I have found that when I am having fun, time does seem to fly by. I've also noticed that the older I get, the faster time seems to move. Can you believe that it's almost June already? Wow. And the one about time is money? I have a greater appreciation for this sentiment now that I am doing my own business. I can't tell you how much of my day is spent on trying to figure out how I can be more profitable. Not because I'm so materialistic, but because it's up to me to provide for my family. As I began thinking more about time, I researched quotes and found some that I would like to share with you here and get your thoughts on. Benjamin Franklin said, "Lost time is never found again." If you have ever stayed up really late, no matter how much you nap the next day, you will never make up for that lost sleep time. Another way of looking at it is, if you spend too much time chilling, you will regret it. The wisest man that ever lived, Solomon, writes in Proverbs 6:10-11, "Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man." Coco Chanel is quoted as saying, "Don't spend time beating on the wall hoping to transform it into a door." The message for me here is that time is too valuable to waste on frivolous effort. John Wooden said, "If you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over?" This is deep. In other words, if you're not going to do a thing right, why do it at all? Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Malcolm X said, "In all our deeds, the proper value and respect for time determine success or failure." You see, to me, what Malcolm X is trying to communicate is our time is the resource that is used to determine success or failure. If we don't respect and value time, we will fail. The Greek philosopher Theophrastus wrote, "Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend." Remember what Benjamin Franklin said about lost time? Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you will not do anything with it. M. Scott Peck. I don't know if you see the common thread running through these quotations, but clearly our purpose, our success, our character is closely related to our valuation of time. That's why I make every effort to be early to every appointment that I have. I value my time, and it irks me when others don't, which means that I value other people's time as well. This is why I appreciate William Shakespeare, who wrote, "Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late." If you've ever missed an important event, if the doors were shut, the train or bus just pulled off, and you're watching it go, it matters not that you were so close. Time is valuable. While each and every one of these sayings have merit, perhaps this one deserves even more contemplation, and that is, time goes, you say? Ah, no, alas, time stays. We go. Henry Austin Dobson. As I wrap this edition of Practical Assertion up, let me sum up by saying what I've tried to communicate, and that is, every minute is important. How important? Well, I'm reminded of a poem written by Dr. Benjamin E. Mays entitled God's Minute, which goes like this: "I have only just a minute, only 6 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it." I hope that this moment of your time spent watching or reading this discourse has caused you to rethink how you spend your time. Which of these quotations impacted you the most? Do you have another one that is not listed here? Please share it with our followers. Leave all of your comments on Facebook, our blog page, or email me directly. All of the contact information is on your screen. Well, I think that I've taken up too much of your time, so let me let you go, and I look forward to seeing you again next week for another edition of Practical Assertion. Take care.